Thank you for joining us this evening for the July 10th, 2024 Monte Sereno Site and Architectural Commission regular meeting. Before the meeting is called to order, I would like to point out a few house rules to assist the commission, staff, and members of the public to successfully participate in this meeting. For today's meeting, Zoom is being used to allow public participation with the Site and Architectural Commission regular meeting. For those using Zoom to participate, there are two icons, chat and raise hand. Please use chat only to report technical issues such as being unable to hear a commission member speaking. Please use raise hand to be recognized by the chair and enabled to speak to the commission. Only attendees using the Zoom application can use the raise hand option to comment. Participants calling in from a telephone will only be able to listen and cannot provide feedback or public comment. Lastly, when we're not all in the same room, all votes in the meeting must be taken by roll.
Thank you. With that, I'd like to call the July 10th, 2024 meeting of the Monte Sereno Site and Architectural Committee to order. Ms. Perkins, would you like to proceed with the roll call, please?
Yes, thank you. Commissioner Conley,
Here.
Commissioner Evans,
Here.
Commissioner Srivastava. Commissioner Tam did notify me that she was going to be absent tonight, and Chair Zeidler.
Here. Okay, and we have a quorum. We'll move on to oral communications. First, we have a chance for members of the public to speak to anything not on the agenda. Each member of the public will be allotted 3 minutes. Or if you're online listening, raise your virtual hand and the clerk will call on you. Is there anyone in the building that would like to speak, or anyone online?
No hands are online.
Okay, then I'll close oral communications. Did we receive any written communications in advance of the meeting?
No, we have not.
We have not. Okay. With that, I will move on to the first item on the agenda of reviewing the minutes from the June 5th meeting. Did everyone have a chance to look at those? And does anyone have any questions on them? And does any member of the public have any comments or questions on the minutes from last meeting? Anyone online?
I move the adoptions of the June 5th, 24 Site and Architectural Commission meeting minutes.
No hands are raised.
No hands up. Okay, and would anyone like to second that?
Second.
Okay.
Yep.
And please proceed with the roll call vote.
Commissioner Conley,
Yes.
Commissioner Evans.
Yes.
Commissioner Srivastava,
Yes.
and Chair Zeidler.
Yes. Okay, and with that, let's move on to the public hearings. Would you like to introduce that first item?
Yes, thank you. This is an application for a site development permit for a new house and a tree removal permit to remove a total of 11 trees at 17650 Eaton Lane. The proposed project includes the partial demolition of an existing house and an addition of approximately 1,611 square feet for a total of approximately 4,147 square feet. Because of the size of the addition and the portion of the existing house that will remain, the project is considered a new house, even though a portion of the existing house is planned to go in. The site development permit application also includes a new 360 square foot detached accessory structure. The location of that structure is proposed along Eaton Lane, and the structure is proposed to be used for storage. Both the main house and the detached storage building will have exterior walls with vertical siding, stone veneer, a wood shingle roof, and the main house will also have accents of a standing seam metal roof. The tree removal permit application that's part of this project is to remove 11 trees on the property. All of the trees that are proposed for removal are in the area of the proposed construction, and the landscape plans for the project include a total of 13 replacement trees. Staff recommends approval of the site development permit for the new house and the detached accessory structure, as well as approval of the tree removal permit, subject to the conditions that are included in the draft memorandum of decision attached to the staff report. And that completes staff's report. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Thank you, Ms. Perkins.
I apologize, I do have one correction. I realized as I was saying it, I had a typo in my notes here that the total square footage of the proposed house is 6,147 square feet. And that is noted in the staff report.
Thank you. Commissioners, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. With that, we will open public comment first, would anyone the applicant like to speak, or anyone on the applicant's behalf? You'll have 5 minutes. Please approach the podium and introduce yourself.
Good evening, commissioners. My name is Beth Worsema, and I am the principal of Studio 3 Design. Kim and Dan Chrisman are here. They are the owners of the property. Thank you, Diana, for all your help navigating us through the permit process so far. And also for clarifying, while the house is considered new construction by development standards, we are retaining better than 50% of the home, and you can see that on the drawing set. If you have any questions about that, I think this is just a technical issue around permitting. It's the desire of our client to maintain a single-story home. They intend to remain in the neighborhood, and they care greatly for their community. I think we feel pretty proud of our design and that we have made efforts to maintain and work with a lot of the building footprint while creating some privacy for the owner on this corner lot. It is actually a relatively busy corner in a very nice private neighborhood, but there's a lot of traffic there. The secondary accessory structure that is proposed is for storage and for bikes and golf cart and things of that nature. It's our intent to develop a project that kind of retains the original mission of ranch style homes in the neighborhood, but enhance it with an English American flair that is transitional to traditional in nature. I do have, I think, Diana, did you put the slides together? Or sorry. If you have any questions on any of the plans, please feel free to ask me anything about materials. We do have samples in the car in case you want to see them, if you're not sure what they are, from our cover sheet. And yeah, we're just here to kind of answer questions. And if Dan and Kim want to say anything, they are welcome to. So
But before you sit down, does anyone have any questions for the designer?
Yeah, I just have, I'm not sure when to ask the right question, but let me just try this one. So it appears there's a 7-foot fence, is that right? Between maybe the accessory structure and the garage?
not new proposed. Well, we do have a fence proposed between the, if you go to sheet, let me see. Let me get to the sheet. It'll be a 1.6, I believe. I think you're talking about the,
Yeah, I'm just looking at the one, I forget, but the one slide just says written, it's on the same,
if you go to a 1.6, I think it's,
A16, right?
so there's 1.7. Yeah, you're talking about at the front, just offset directly back from the face of the car entrances,
I guess, yeah, it just says end fence.
Yep,
and
new
gate 7
wood
feet.
fence and gate, yes.
Yeah, so it's 7 feet though, is that the?
So it's our intent 6 with a privacy lattice.
Correct. In that location that is considered a side corner yard. And so as long as the fence is at least 15 feet back, it can be 6 feet of solid fencing with 1 foot of lattice.
Got the lattice. On top.
Yeah, and the setback looks like it's about 27.
Okay,
Almost
so
20
that's the
feet.
lattice is the. extra
Correct.
width. Okay, I got you.
So it's just in that back corner?
It's only right, yes, it's right here, so connecting between those two garages so we can hide the air conditioning condensers, all the garbage bins, etc. And then again, connecting to the side fence over on the neighbor here
Right.
for gardener access.
Okay.
How did you decide to have it be a separate building for the golf cart and storage?
I think that this helps to kind of have the building not feel like it's just long and ongoing. You know, garages are not always the prettiest parts of any houses, even if you have nice garage doors. I think we wanted the property to feel a little bit like an estate property with a few little outbuildings that were reminiscent of old carriage houses that we could apply a little bit more character detailing to. And so this allowed for us to put this building off to the side where it could also then be dual use for, you know, workers that they have that come to the yard, et cetera, but not have everything become part of just an extended long garage.
I've got one other question on materials, if there's The roof is being wood, shake, I guess, or shingle, I think. Is that, I mean, how do they protect the fire?
You can, I'm sure you've seen, even on Carl, if you drove to see the story poles, at 15005 Carl, kind of diagonally, down and across from them, there is also a wood, shake roof. It's fire treated.
Yeah.
And they're basically dipped and sprayed and then, baked, so they have a fire retardant in them that does allow you to qualify for homeowners insurance and meet fire rating.
Gotcha, yeah, because I know it's getting tougher and tougher to get fire
It
insurance,
is.
so I just. Wonder. Okay.
Any other questions? Designer?
No.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Would the applicant like to speak?
We can say something.
Sure, but you don't have to, but it's
No, it's
always
okay.
nice
We
to-
appreciate, we appreciate your time, so thank you. Yeah, I mean, we've been married, we just had our was it 17th anniversary? On July 7th, we got married 7/7/7.
There we go.
Okay, so we just, never can forget that. Kim, my wife here, she's lived here her whole life. So she grew up about maybe 2 miles away from our house. Her parents still live there. Her sister lives about 2 miles the other way. So these are our roots. I moved out here 98. I was out here before that in the Marines before that, but, so we just love it, right? We love the neighborhood. We love being here. We want to retire in this home and grow old. So it's big, important for us to have a single story house. Right? We don't want to have to deal with the stairs as we get older. I need personally, but we're just really proud of the neighborhood. We love where we are and we just want to make a house that we can just grow old and enjoy and try to be respectful of the neighbors and how it fits into the neighborhood, as well as talking to neighbors ahead of time to make sure they understood and saw the designs. We really feel like it's something it's not over the top, I don't think, but I think it's a good fit and we're really excited about it. So we really hope to get the approval.
Thank you.
But yeah, thank you. Anything else, Kim, or? Yeah. Okay, yeah, thank you for your time tonight. We really appreciate it. Yeah,
Any
thank you.
questions?
I don't think so. I mean, I walk past there all the time. It's a beautiful street, either down Eaton as well as on Carl, so it's a lot of nice things there. So I know they also have, flock safety cameras right across from you.
They do have, yeah, on the Carl side, yeah.
I'm a big advocate of that as well,
Yeah.
as the city of Monte Sereno is as well.
Yeah.
Helps the police to try and keep an eye on things.
Right, thank you.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and have a seat. Is there anyone online that would like to comment? Member of the public?
No hands are raised.
Okay, well, then I'll bring you back to the commission for discussion. Who would like to go first?
I looked at this, I got actually out and kind of walked around, but I thought someone was in the house, I didn't want to get shot, so, I think it's in a very attractive home. I think the design is very tasteful for me. And I think for the rest of it, it's got a lot of stone, which is true of the house across the street and next to them. Coral Avenue has a mixed bag of architectural styles. And I think this does a great job fitting in, particularly with the next two homes on Eden going down the hill. I didn't have any problem with the trees that they were taking. I hate to see magnolias go. But you gotta be able to use your house and your lot for your house. And I assume that plum trees in the front yard, because they're exempt, will also be gone.
No, we're trying to keep the plum trees.
Purple plums, they're not flowering, plum, the red leaf.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, they're-
flowers in the spring.
The deer like to eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured they're exempt, so I figured they were some of the weak trees they were talking about when I looked at it. I thought they were very woody in flavor.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to keep, we like those trees. We like the magnolias too.
Older,
Yeah.
those plums, but, yeah, I like trees. I would like to keep it
Well, I don't have any
pretty.
problem with it. I think it's gonna be a remarkable addition to that street. The neighbors, especially just across the street and down, are impressed with it and like it. And so, I would vote in favor of, the approval.
Okay, I share Tom's view. I think it's delightful looking property. I look forward to having it a part of the neighborhood, so I'm a very big supporter.
Yeah, likewise, I reviewed the design, it's beautiful, lovely addition to the, neighborhood. Definitely will help with the property value around as well, it's, I think it's very gracefully designed, so. I'm all for it.
I agree with other commissioners. It's lovely. I'm pleased to see something that's not inspired by a modern farmhouse.
Yep.
Yay!
We were talking about that before.
I love the natural tones and natural materials. I think it's lovely. It gets a little long, on the garage side, but the house is bent, so on a, photo, it looks longer than it will in the light, right? So, and I appreciate the desire for a golf cart and storage. Functional item, so, and the tree removals make sense, given that you need it for, the building, the structure, so. Would anyone like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve as submitted.
I second it.
Okay, and Ms. Perkins, would you call for a vote?
Commissioner Conley,
Yes,
Commissioner Evans,
Yes.
Commissioner Scrivens-Dalba,
Yes.
and Chair Seifert.
Yes. Motion carries. Good luck with your project. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
being here and
much.
telling us about it. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And nothing else is on the agenda unless there are anything else that's come up? Nope. Okay.
I move to adjourn.
The July 10th meeting of the Monte Sereno Site and Architectural Commission is adjourned. Thank you.
Probably the
Thank
shortest
you.
ever meeting.
Yeah.